Hello again and welcome to Privars Fiskefur. Today I'm gonna tie a nice shrimp for you. The shrimp is made of almost complete I think, feather. It's gonna be a Pattegrisen imitation, but I'm gonna use Marabou instead of spay hackle, and I'm gonna show you how. Well, this is how it's gonna go. The hook is on the vise. It's about, I think it's a size 6 or 8. I think it's a 6. I'm gonna check later. But that's not so important. The important is the way I tie it. Start with attaching my mono. I use mono for this because it's damn invisible. Nice. And I'm gonna attach the mouthparts. This is gonna be some ostrich herl in gray. Take out a bunch of them and attach them in the front. On the original pattern there is some other kind of feathers, but I use this. I snip it off. Get rid of the waste. Not on my tying table, in my bin. Alright. And now I'm gonna take my dubbing. I forgot to say, there is some dubbing in this. Of course it is. This is dubbing in shell pink. It's the same that is used in Pattegrisen, or the pink pig in English. Well, I just dub on a little nice ball. I use this to two things to divide the eyes and the antennas. The antennas gonna go on, and I use this fantastic material. This is a diamond pheasant. I use 2 strands of this for the antenna. Just check out 2 of them. Here's 3, but I just divide it like this, and I find one on each side. Measure out like this. It's gonna go very nice antennas. And the other side as well, measure out to get the same length. There you have it. And attach them and snip it off like that. And now the eyes is gonna come on. The eyes is gonna be this hot melt glue eyes in black. Take this and put it away. I'm not so my workspace is not so very big, so I have to get rid of all the materials I'm not using. You see, I use the natural curvature of this mono to attach this. Like that. So, snip it off. And take the other one. Where did it go? Here it is. Just put that on the other side. Measure out, so the eyes is gonna be the same length. It had turned a little on me, so I just have to measure out again. So there you have it. I think it's just about right. You can drag on it a little to adjust it. So I don't use any leather weight on this because this natural weight of the hook and the materials is gonna be just enough to make it go down. Now I'm going to show you the main materials. I have it right here. I got a big bunch of this Marabou in shell pink. I got a really big bunch. Look at those feathers. Look how they moves. It's nice, very nice. And I want some to stick out on the front there, so I take out some pieces like this. Have to get rid of this fluffy stuff. Like this. I just measure out how long I want it. I think it's about this length, and just snip off the waist I don't want and tie it down. Use my fingers and push it down onto the hook like this. Now I'm gonna make first a dubbing loop. That's gonna be the ribbing. So that was the first one. Close it and just let it stay onto my material clip like this. So hope it stays there. I gotta put some weight on it just to make it stay there. Now it stays there. Maybe I can use some clips. So there's tight and nice. And now I'm gonna use this other dubbing loop. To that I'm gonna attach my OPST dubbing spinner. See the shape of this? This prevents it rolling off my table, and I like it a lot. It's very well balanced, and but be sure I'm not sponsored or anything. I just show you this because I'm very happy with it. And I put that in my loop. Put that loop a little on my material clip. And now I'm gonna make the rest of this body. I'm gonna take some more fibers on this, take it out and put that in the loop. But I'm gonna show you also in the middle of this loop I'm gonna use some dubbing like this. I'm gonna put that in the loop, and where at the end I'm gonna comb it all out. So this is gonna be the center of the loop, and the feather is gonna go out from the center. I'm gonna show you. It's not so easy to tell you in English. Okay. First I'm gonna take this away from you. I'm gonna put that on my leg. It's not so easy for me to show you on the camera, but I take it and I use a sharp scissor. I'm not cutting myself, I hope, and just snip off the amount I want like this. Put this on my leg. There's some feather from before. Maybe some more maybe some more. This is gonna be very lively in the water. So that was the rest of it. Put it on my leg, and now I take some pieces of this. I put it onto the center of onto the top of my feather. I'm going to show you what I mean when I put it in the clip, so it's easier for me to explain it. So I think that's enough. And now I take this old trusted paper clip like this. I take this old paper clip like this and have another one here. It's easy if I should transfer the materials from one clip to another. The way I'm gonna get the materials into this clip, I just push down on the feather and the back side of the feather is just pointing up. And I do it now, push it, and as you see, I place it into my clip. So now I'm going to measure out how long I want it. Transfer it to this other side. Maybe I should measure out and just snip it off what I don't want. So now you see there is some materials left, and I'm gonna change this to this again. And loosen it. Now it's time for me to put it into my loop, and what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take my ski wax and put this onto my nylon, onto my dubbing loop, because this nylon is very slippery, and I don't want it to slip out from this loop. So it's a lot of well used, I might say, and I take it onto my nylon, and this makes the material stay there like that. Put that aside, put this into the loop, open it, measure out and close it, and now I can let go. There is something sticking out on the back there, but that's okay. I want some bulk in this as well. Now I'm gonna spin the dubbing twister like this and transfer this motion into the dubbing loop. This nylon is pretty strong, so I'm not so very afraid of the thread breaking on me. There's a bit flexibility in this as well. Now you see there is some trapped in this, and I'm gonna use either my trusty old toothbrush to comb it out, or a Velcro brush. I use my toothbrush because this is more gentle. So now it's time for me to just wind it around. Start with the front. Use it like as an hackle. So make it go backwards. but this is more than enough. So I take one more round and then I tie. Maybe I should tie it off just right here, because I have to have some space for the shell back. Alright, now I tied it off. Have to have some securing wraps, make it stay there. So you see now there is some little space in the front here. If it's very long, you can just tear out some of it to make it taper. I can do this petty work afterwards. Now it's time for me to use the back of this fly. I take this salmon pink colored here from Fly Attach Dungeon. Just right now I forgot what the material's name is. I hope I can catch the name afterwards. The way I do this, I just take one thin piece and I fold it over on my tying thread like this. Fold it over and make it go on the top and attach it with some wraps. And now it's time for this very tricky work that someone, or maybe a lot of people don't like. You see now, it was loosened on me. I have to take it up again. Maybe I should just, sorry, that was not my plan, but I'll do it again like this. So now I do it again. I take this off this material clip and I change this to the dubbing spinner. I use this to make some weight and I wind it around. Now it's very nice to use the toothbrush again, or maybe to pick out some fibers to make it look nice. So continue on, wind it backwards and brush out the fibers so you don't trap too many fibers. Like this. Go backwards like this, like this, like this. And I'm getting close to the end now. Just have to twirl this ribbing a little. So be sure not to poke yourself with these sharp hooks when you're doing this. Well, just like that. Put my toothbrush aside. Can snip off this ribbing and keep hold of the materials like this. And some whip finish. This material is going up in my nose. It scratches a little like this. Now you have some control, and you take this shell back and just cut it in an angle just above the eyes like this. And now you can really work on this. You can take your Velcro brush or your toothbrush, free of choice, I think I use Velcro for this. Just try not to cut my antennas. See how nice it is. I think this worked out pretty great. Just have to snip off some of these stragglers here and cut it off. Sorry about my English, it's not always top notch, but as you see now, you have the finished fly. You can use your fingers and just cut off some of these fibers that you don't want to make it look nicer, but this is needing just a little more lacquer, I think. Put that on the top to reinforce the shell back. I use some pretty normal lacquer on this. You can use nail polish or what you might find, but the lacquer just seeps into this shell back, makes it very strong, and you can take some of the thread wraps as well. Remember, this is a nylon thread, it's very slippery, so I advise you to use the lacquer on the thread wraps. Take some lacquer off the brush like this and into the thread wraps. So now I just remember what this shell back here was called. It's called Congo here, from Fly Ties Junction. This I got in the mail today. You can get this salmon pink colored marabou feathers from all over. I think I got mine from China just this day, but you can order them from eBay or whatever. So this is a Pattegrisen imitation made of craft fur, and what shall I call it? Shall I call it sorry, did I say craft fur? Sorry, marabou. Well, I just call it the Marabou Pattegrisen. It's not so very smart name, but there was was the one name I just came off right off the wise. This is how it looks, and I'm gonna blow on it to make you see how lively it is. You see how nice it is. It's a fantastic material. As you see, you can just sit and just use your fibers, cut it off. This cheap material, very lively in the water. It fishes, I think, just as good as the original pattern. It's much more cheaper to use, and it looks like a charm. Well, this was all, and I'm gonna just point it, just make it look very nice for the camera. Okay, shrimp, smile to the camera. Okay, thank you all for watching my videos. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. You'll always get the latest videos from me. So thank you all, and bye bye, and tight lines.